Hello everybody, welcome to Mathethics original channel. Thank you for watching our videos. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In today's video, we are going to factorize trinomial for quadratic function. So a quadratic function in standard form, we'll write the standard form as the factored form. Now, the standard form of the quadratic function is ax squared. So we're going to do standard form to factored form. So the standard form of a quadratic function is ax squared plus bx plus c. And the factored form is the value of x plus or minus something, let's say plus a, and the factor of x plus b. So we want to take it from that form and convert it to that form. So that standard form convert to factored form. Now, every time you have a quadratic function, you need to be able to identify your a value, your b value, and your c value. That's very important. Be able to identify your a value, your b value, and your c value. So let's do some example. Let's say we have x squared plus 7x plus 12. X squared plus 7x plus 12. To identify a, b, and c, we need to know what those values are. So the a value is always the number in front of x squared. So for instance, over here, in front of x squared right here, there is nothing. When there is nothing, that means the a value is 1. Every time there is nothing in front of the x squared, that means a is equal to 1. So there's a 1 here that you don't see. And the b value is the number in front of x, which is plus 7, positive 7. And the c value is the number that's still alone, which is 12. Okay, so that's very important. So now for all the example we're gonna use in this video gonna be when the a value is equal to 1. Okay, we're doing examples with a value equal to 1. Now, when your a value is 1, like this one right here, your a value is 1. So we want to take this expression, x squared plus 7x plus 12, and we're going to convert it as an expression like this in factored form. So we're going to convert it as x plus some number, okay, factor of x plus some other number. So we need to figure out what we're going to put inside here and what we're gonna put inside here. So that's our job. Our job is to figure out what we're gonna put on each one of them. Now, so how do we do that? We need to find out the value. We need to take the value of c. We're gonna take the value of c. So, and we're gonna find out all the factor of c that's add up to 7. All the factor of c that's add up to b. Okay, so we need to find out all the factors of c that's add up to b. So let's begin. So if I have 12, so I know 2 times 6 is 12. And we also know 3 times 4 is 12. We also know 1 times 12 is 12, and also negative 2 times negative 6 is also 12. Negative 3 times negative 4 is 12, and negative 1 times negative 12 is also 12. So all 6 of them are factors of 12. Now, which one out of all these is equal to 7? When you add them, which one equal to 7? So 2 plus 6 is 8. So that's when 2 plus 6 is 8. So this is not it. 3 plus 4 is 7. Right? So we know 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So here we got 2 plus 6 is 8. So once you got your 7, then we don't have to worry about the rest of them, because the rest of them gonna be wrong. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and that's the number I need. I need plus 7. So I know 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 plus 4 is 7. So my numbers are plus 3 and plus 4. So I'm gonna go over here and put plus 3 plus 4. It doesn't matter if you want to put plus 4 here first and plus 3 here. So it doesn't matter. Either way, it's the same thing. Okay. So that's the answer for that one. So the factor form will be x plus 3 factor of x plus 4. Here's another example. If I have x squared x squared minus 11x plus 24. X squared minus 11x plus 24. Now again, we need to identify all of the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c. Okay, so a is the value in front of x squared, and again that is nothing, which is a 1. So a is 1. B is the value in front of x, which is negative 11. And c is the number that stands by itself, which is 24. Now, we need to find two numbers that when you multiply them together, you get 24. And when you add them together, you get negative 11. So those two numbers, the product of these two numbers have to be 24. And the sum of these two numbers have to be negative 11. So the way you do that is you start with the product first. Okay, the 24, the c value. So we're going to use the c value. Okay, so we're going to use the c value, so which is 24. And we're going to find all the factors of 24 first. Okay, so we know 1 times 24 is 24. 1 times 24 is 24. We also know 2 times 12 is 24. Okay. We also know 3 times 8 is 24. We know 4 times 6 is 24. So these are for the positive numbers. So for the negative numbers, we also know negative 1 times negative 24 is 24. Negative 2 times negative 12 is 24. Negative 3 times negative 8 is 24. Negative 4 times negative 6 is 24. These are the factors of 24s. Now, which one of these add up to negative 11? Okay, which one of these add up to negative 11? So 1 plus 24. Now, notice we have a negative 11. That's means one of the number, at least one of the number have to be negative. Okay, if your b value is negative, at least one of these two numbers have to be negative. So with that being said, we know this not gonna work, this not gonna work, this not gonna work, this not gonna work, because they are positive. So one of these have to work. So we know negative 1, negative 24 is equal. If you add these two together, you're getting negative 25. Negative 2 plus negative 12, you're getting negative 14. And negative 3 and negative 8 equal negative 11. So, and that's the number we want, negative 11. So therefore, this right here, negative 3 and negative 8 is our numbers. Now, to write your answers, you're going to have 1x here, 1x here. Then the two numbers that need to go there is -3 and -8. Okay, so notice it's not always plus. So it can be, both can be plus, both can be negative, or one can be plus and the other one is negative. So in this case, both is negative. So that's the factored form for x minus 3, x minus 8 is the factored form for the standard form x squared minus 11x plus 24. Here is another example. Let's say we have x squared plus 3x minus 10. So we need to convert it to factored form. So we already know we're going to have x, then close, then we're going to have another x, then we close. So the value of a and b, we need to figure out what we're going to put there. So to begin, we need to identify our ABC. In this case, a is a equal 1, b equal 3, and c equal -10. Once you identify the ABC, now we're going to take the c value, which is -10. So we're going to find all the factors. So we got -10. We need to find out all the factors of -10 that's add up to give you 3. Okay, so let's find out all the factors of -10 first. So we know -10, because it's negative, when you multiply to get a negative number, at least one of the numbers have to be negative. Okay, so to get -10, you can either have 1 times -10 or -1 times 10. Right? We can also have 2 times -5 or -2 times 5. Okay, so I think that's all. There is not another factor for -10. So now we need to find out which one on this table, in this table, add up to +3. So -1, -10, if you, sorry, -1, -10, if you add them together, you're getting -9. So that should be -9 when you add them up. -1 plus 10 is equal +9. 2 minus 5 is equal -3. But remember, we need +3. And -2 plus 5 is equal to +3. So our numbers are this, -2 and 5. So what you do here, we'll go over there. Oops. We'll go over there and we just put -2 here. And then we put 5 over here, plus 5. Now, it doesn't matter if you choose to put 5 first, x plus 5 here, and -2 on the other side. You know, you can put 5 over here if you want to, plus 5, and then -2 on this side. It's the same thing. Okay, so the answer here, is x minus 2 and x plus 5. So that is a factored form here. Right? So the idea is to find two numbers. When you multiply them together, you get the value of c. And when you add the same two numbers, you get the value of b. Okay, so let's do another example. So here is another example. Let's say we have x squared minus 2x minus 8, and we need to convert it to factored form. So the factored form is gonna be looking like this: parentheses x, then you leave some space, and parentheses x, and you leave some space. Now we need to figure out what number is gonna go here. Again, remember our ABC, we gotta find our ABC. So the A value is 1, A is 1, the B value is -2, and the C value is -8. So therefore, you need a pair or two numbers. That's when you multiply them together, you get -8, and when you add them together, you get -2. So that's -2. -2. All right, you multiply them together, you get -8, and you add them together, you get -2. So let's get to work. So we're gonna start with the -8, find all the factors. So it's best to start with the factors, so like that the factor is gonna lead you to the sum. So what can I now? Again, I have a negative number. So if you need the factor for a negative number, so that's when one of these numbers have to be negative. Okay. So we know we have 1 times -8 is -8, or you can say -1 times 8. We also know 2 times -4, or -2 times 4. So I think that's all it is for 8. So I don't think there is no more factors for that. So that's it. Now we need to, on that table, which one add up to -2? So 1 minus 8 is equal to -7. -1 plus 8 is equal to +7. So that's not it. 2 minus 4 is equal to -2. So that's our number. We need -2, and we got it. So that means this right here is a number, 2 and -4. So once you got your number, what you do is go over here and plug it in. So +2 and -4. +2 and -4. And that is your answer. So you want to put -4 first, you can do that, and +2 over here, you can do that as well. So either way is the correct answer. So the factored form for this function here is x plus 2 factor of x minus 4. Okay, so let's do another example. See, all right, here's another example. Let's say we have x squared plus 10x plus 12. So we need to factor it as x plus something, factor of x plus something else. So we need to figure out what we're going to put over there. So first, let's identify our a, b, and c. So the a here is 1, b is 10, and c is 12. So we're starting with the 12. Find all the factors of 12 and see which pair gonna give us 10 as a sum. So 12, we have I'll get 2 right here. Do it better. So 12, we know is positive. It's either both numbers positive or both numbers negative. So we know 1 times 12 is 12. We also know -1 times -12 is also 12. 2 times 6 is 12. -2 times -6 is also 12. 3 times 4 is 12. And -3 times -4 is also 12. I don't think there was anything else. So let's see which one of these is add up to +10. 1 plus 12 is equal 13. So that's 13. -1, -12 is equal -13. 2 plus 6 is equal 8. -2, -6 is equal -8. 3 plus 4 is 7. -3, -4 is -7. So notice that none of them is add up to 10. None of them add up to 10. So because you got all the factors, so there is not another factor I can, put in here. So we got all the factors of 12. So we got both positive and negative, and none of them add up to 10. So therefore, this one right here is not factorable. Okay, so we say not factorable. Okay, so once we got all the factors of C, if none of them add up to the B value, then the function is not factorable. So that's all I have for this video. If you have any question, concern, suggestion, please let us know in the comment box, and I'll see you next time for the next video.